There have been many unbelievable prop bets in the poker world so far, but this one is probably one of the richest and dangerous. Bill Perkins is a hedge fund manager who plays high-stakes poker but usually tends to keep a rather low profile. All that changed in 2016 when Bill Perkins was in the news for that year for his outrageous bet, which created quite an interest in the poker community. Perkins had announced on Twitter that he has entered into yet another prop bet, this time with the Instagram king Dan Bilzerian. Bilzerian made the bet with Bill Perkins, who is known for getting people to perform wild tasks in exchange for money. Perkins had bet Bilzerian to ride from Los Angeles to Las Vegas on a bike. The rules of the prop bet were: number 1, Dan must complete the race in 48 hours or less. Number 2, if Dan gets arrested, the bet is a wash. Number 3, if Dan gets pulled over, there will be time added to the clock. And lastly, there can be no motor or assist added to the bike. The bike bet was initiated with a discussion involving Samantha Abernethy and Bilzerian. He offered Samantha 72 hours to complete the journey from Los Angeles to Las Vegas for $10,000. According to her own quick Twitter poll, only 30% thought she was drawing dead, while 70% said do it anyway. The Abernethy suggestion inspired a discussion between Perkins and Bilzerian. Dan knew the journey was possible because he lost $10,000 to Samantha after she pulled off a similar ride in under 60 hours. They quickly got involved in their own negotiations and outlined a wager: $600,000 to ride a bike from Bilzerian's house to the Las Vegas sign. The distance from his home in Los Angeles to the Welcome to Las Vegas sign at the tip of the Las Vegas Boulevard is around 270 miles. Most of that is through an area with truly harsh conditions. The interstate from Los Angeles to Las Vegas drives through the outer edge of Death Valley. Bilzerian had a further $1 million in side bets in play, including staking his private G4 jet against $250,000 that the bet would be completed on time except in the event of a non-fatal heart attack, in which case the bet would be scrapped. However, the bet would have stood if the biker had died or was injured enough to cause brain damage. Given his outrageous lifestyle and the fact that he openly admitted to not riding a bike for the past 18 years and a history of heart attacks, another attack was more than possible. It surely helped that in preparation for the endurance challenge, Bilzerian was coached by Lance Armstrong in return for a charity donation worth $25,000. Dan spent over $100,000 on equipment and his entourage that included a masseuse, 2 chefs, a team of medical professionals, and a full police escort. After a few weeks of serious training, he rode 100 miles in one day, and he realized that after 4 or 5 hours in the saddle, it begins to hurt. Dan planned to switch bikes in different conditions. He had a lightweight road racing bike for climbing and a time trial bike for flat stretches. Bilzerian also had a couple of recumbent bikes, on which a rider sits reclining in laid-back position. In keeping with the tradition of serious cycling, Bilzerian had also shaved his legs. Because of Dan's celebrity status and his highly anticipated 48-hour bet, the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department will escort him from the Welcome to Las Vegas sign to the Nevada state line. The LVPD also held up traffic lights for Bilzerian as he rode his way down Las Vegas Boulevard. Dan Bilzerian set out from the agreed starting point, the Welcome to Fabulous Las Vegas sign, at around 3:30 p.m. on Tuesday, with a mission deadline of 11:59 p.m. the following Thursday. After viewing the initial clips from day one, haters were already calling out Bilzerian for angle shooting with his funny-looking recumbent bikes or the fact that he was using a production van to draft off of. Drafting is a major element to racing, and Bilzerian definitely gained an advantage by riding behind the van. He supposedly ditched the controversial van halfway, but the first day of the trip was already full of controversy. High-stakes gambler Haralbus Vulgaris snarked that Bilzerian could have had an invisible fishing line tied to his bike to assist him with a treacherous hill leading out of Nevada through the California state line. Bilzerian originally planned to take a break every 50 miles, though he occasionally made pit stops after 30. During stops, says Perkins, a paramedic weighs Bilzerian and instructs him what to eat. Dan Bilzerian did not pass up an opportunity to monetize this adventure. He created a new site, 48hourbed.com, which included both free and paid content. For the low price of $9.99, people could purchase a full access pass to view all the behind-the-scene action. Perkins didn't make it easy for Bilzerian with a bit of psychological warfare and something he referred to as team distraction. Perkins filled up an RV with 3 ladies and a lot of booze. Their job was to try to seduce him. However, Dan managed to avoid the temptations, and as the cycler honed in on his hometown, Perkins, well known for his love of prop bets, sent a mischievous tweet referring to a controversial van which Bilzerian had been using legitimately to create a slipstream to allow some draft early on in the road trip across the Mojave Desert. Aside from the drafting controversy, there were some definite dangers along the way. Following the action in an RV, Perkins noted the perils that he saw Bilzerian face. He said that Dan was almost hit by a car at one point. The multimillionaire managed to complete the grueling bike ride in just 33 hours inside the allotted 48-hour of the prop bet, tweeting to his followers, "Biked Vegas to LA in under 33 hours. While Bill Perkins admitted defeat after losing, he said it's actually Bilzerian who was defeated. He looked like a Grinch. His skin was green," Perkins told the New York Post. Dan was in bed with shaved buttocks, a fever, and hot and cold flashes, chills, and wobbly legs. His immune system was down, and every virus you could have was rising. He surely used up all his willpower in this challenge. The odds of getting killed were higher than he thought. He was an idiot for taking the bet, said Perkins later. After the success of Dan, poker pro Brian Rast also attempted the bike bet, but that's a topic for another video. This video is powered by Bluff the Spot, the best place to learn how to win at poker from actual high-stake coaches like MMA Sherdog. Check the link in the description. And if you like this video, leave a like, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.